Hi Aries, welcome to your tarot reading. My name is Alejandra Isabel Mata. I'm also known as the Queen of the Internet Hurricane. And we are doing a tarot reading for Black Crescent Tarot, where I'm known as the High Priestess here. So let's check up on your receipts to see what's going on for your future predictions. The Sun. We have the Sun, which is like happiness. It's upright. Summer is basically a good time for you in spiritual alignment. You seem to be with the Nine of Swords in your head a lot about how there's no rapid speed movement and communication with the King of Pentacles, who you basically feel is like very immature. And yeah, you have the soft spot for the King of Pentacles. It could be like a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And you love how they want to establish themselves, but the establishment with the Temperance in reverse doesn't seem to be with you. And they always seem to be having this excuse that God just doesn't want them to settle down, and that it'll be like some kind of social hierarchy and judgment for them, not from like society, for them to date you. So basically, like, this earth sign, you like how they're like, they can take care of themselves, but basically their community wouldn't support you two dating as an earth and fire sign. With the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Wands, basically they think they're gonna like your community basically thinks if y'all two got into a serious relationship, it would be basically with the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Swords, like a crash and burn situation with the Chariot in reverse. Ten of Pentacles, and basically with the Ten of Pentacles, I'm basically in my nose scratching, I'm basically right on point. So yeah, definitely just Aries, just don't even date the earth sign. Just let them go. They're very fickle. King of Cups, Two of Cups in reverse, and the King. Like, your emotional fulfillment, Aries, is gonna be with like a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and you just need to stop wasting your time. You're not gonna find love with your own elemental sign, with like Sagittarius, another Aquarius or Leo. Like, you just with the Two of Cups and the King of Wands in reverse, you just need to let it go. And you know, this is kind of basically advice from me because I have Aries and Venus, I have Sagittarius and Mars, so it's just like Aries is very heavily, and I agree, like, this is also kind of for me, because, like, it's just anybody in the Aries house. Like, your emotional fulfillment is going to be with the water side. You just got to let the earth and the fire signs go, because, like, the air isn't even thinking of you. What else for Aries? I'm listening to Cheeseman. The Empress and the Two of Swords. So you're thinking about creating some stuff, Aries, that would, like, you don't think it would approve, like your partner would approve, and you think it like whatever you're thinking about birthing creatively might really like affect people. With the Knight and Eight of Wands coming out again, you basically think whatever decisions you plan to do, like, let's say you're a woman, right, and you want to have kids, right, you feel like, yeah, you feel like too many people with the Three of Swords, if you're a wife, if you're, yeah, the Devil, yeah, basically if you're an Aries female or male, if you're like ready to basically have kids, you feel like Satan's gonna like just cause some blockage in your life with the Devil and the Seven of Wands in reverse. You're just tired of basically like having to tell Satan not today. Like, you're tired of fighting. Like, you just want a happy relationship with the Lovers upright. You're tired of like the spiral descend of them like fucking with your femininity, fucking with like you wanting to have kids and shit. You're just over it. And you're basically at the point like when you're ready to start a family, like you're not willing to like, you're willing to break hearts basically. 8 of Swords, and you know, like I'm speaking some facts. Three of Wands, King of Swords. So basically, this air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, is gonna come talk to you, and it's gonna be basically be depending on, you have 3 choices in your future that rely heavily on your passion. So you know, with the Empress coming out, you need to figure out where you're planning to plant your seeds. You know, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, and I know you used to think that you were gonna have it with these people, but with the King, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, King of Wands, and King of Cups upright, with this, basically you're looking for your other half that will meet you emotionally, passionately, and intellectually. You don't really need them to meet you on a financial level. You got your shit together, and you're like already headstrong, and you already know like basically with your 3 options and like passions, like you got that shit in the bag basically, Aries. Like you're not really worried about your finances, you're more worried about like your romantic life, because for some reason like with the 5 of Swords and the 3 of Wands, you're just feeling like it's always some bullshit when I pick one of the 3. It's always some bullshit, bro. Always some bullshit. Why is it always some bullshit with the Swords? Why is it some bullshit? Damn, Aries. 2 of Wands. It's basically like someone's like he said, she said bullshit. Well, it's more like he said, she did bullshit. Like it's based on people's actions with the Wands. And you know, like they be making an excuse that they be blaming on the world, and then they, oh, it's just the economy. Nah, they're just some evil motherfuckers that just want to talk shit and not own up to the fact that they talk shit. And the Wheel of Fortune right here is like, yeah, they just don't want to turn the wheel and admit that they said some shit with the 6 of Wands, right? And own up to it. They don't. And with the Moon right here, they're like, they just don't want to own up to the secrets. Wheel of Fortune and the Moon, it's like you don't want to own up to some shit, but one time, it's eventually time's gonna expose people. That's what I'm gonna call this video. If you want your extended reading, go ahead and check it out with the King of Wands. I think this is something you're heavily implied to come check it out, so please come check it out. And the last card of you, one last card as a special treat. One last card as a special treat. Oh, you actually get a few. You get the Emperor, obviously. Our ruler Mars for Aries says hi, so the God of War Aries says hi, wants you to know like, hey, you know, you are aligned to yourself. I know a lot of past trauma with the Tower and the 8 of Cups you don't really give a fuck about no more, but like just it had to end. Whatever God had done in your planet, in your house, it had to end. And you did the mature decision letting it happening. I know it killed your hopes and dreams with the 10 of Cups in reverse and the 4 of Swords reverse. You basically feel numb to all the shit that blew up in flames. But I promise you the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles is coming for you. Love you so much, Aries. Bye.